Okay, so hello and welcome to this video reacting to Liam Otley, 3 ways to make money with GPT-5. If you don't know me yet, my name is Edgar, run my own AI agency. For the past year, I've been in the online business space for 2.5, almost 3 years. And I made over $250,000 online, have built a little team, built Camille.ai. And yeah, basically I react to other AI entrepreneurs to break down what information they're giving you, make sure that it's on point, make sure that it's actually tangible and usable for someone in your situation. If you're watching this video, you're probably an AI kind of developer, maybe freelance on Upwork or Fiverr, maybe you run your own agency, maybe you're just interested in AI. Regardless of the reason, subscribe down below, as I am subscribed to Liam as well. Hit the bell for post notifications. I react to the most recent videos in the industry, the new updates, GPT-5, Claude, any new methods that come up, and softwares and all that stuff. So if you want to be kept into the loop, subscribe down below. And yeah, basically in this video, I guess Liam is going to break down 3 ways to make money with the new GPT-5 update. My thoughts on GPT-5, you can watch my most recent video on that, but I do still prefer Claude for certain things. I don't know, maybe it's just to get used to it. I know that in regards to AI calling, all that stuff, we're still on GPT-4 or 4.5, I don't remember. But we're on the previous model, and OpenAI actually had to make that model available again because people just didn't like rechanging their entire prompts for GPT-5. But yeah, without further ado, I'll zoom this, I'll cut that, and I'll minimize my beautiful face, and let's get right into the video.
OpenAI vient de lancer GPT-5. C'est une...
Hey, yo, why is this in French, man? Whoa. Okay, let's go.
OpenAI just released GPT-5,
This is like a crazy amount of power for one piece of technology.
and it's not just a small update. It's an AI that can build entire apps from just a single prompt. And luckily for us, you don't need a fancy degree to make some money with it. I know this to be the case because I've done it myself just 2 years ago.
Same, no degree. I was in law school for a while, but didn't actually graduate yet.
I knew basically nothing about AI, and since then I've built multiple 7-figure AI businesses, for the most part by being quick to learn new AI tools.
And we're on the road to the 7 figures too. We're on the road for 1,000 subs, so subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we're on the road to 7 figures with the AI agency. And as you know, branding helps, so subscribe, follow the journey.
Like this GPT-5 release as soon as they come out. And along the way, I've helped millions of people to do the same through my videos and my free community as well. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you 3 easy ways that you can start making money through my
Wait, is that
videos and my
220,000 members in his community? Damn, I might have to hop on that school stuff, eh? Wow.
free community as well. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you 3 easy ways that you can start making money with GPT-5 this month, even if you're just starting out. I'll also include real examples of people in my community getting paid with these methods. Alright, so if you missed the big news, the new OpenAI GPT-5 model is out, and it's a huge leap forward in a number of ways. Already, people are using it to do some incredible things. To put the power of GPT-5 in perspective compared to what we used to, the OpenAI CEO Sam Altman said that the old AI that we used to have is like a high school student in your pocket. But he says that GPT-5 is like having a PhD level expert in your pocket. But the real opportunity for you and I is not just using this PhD expert in our pocket to do things in our own life, it's to bring this power to businesses. If you think about it, right now there's a massive gap in the world. On one side, we have this incredibly powerful technology that we're all up to date on and using. And on the other side, you have millions and millions of business owners who are completely confused. They know they need AI, but they have no idea where to start. And that space in the middle, that's what I call the knowledge gap. And businesses will pay you good money to help them to cross that knowledge gap. So in their businesses, they can start to
Depends on the business, depends on the industry, and depends how you sell it.
benefit from having this PhD level expert on demand and plugged into their business and various systems. And the best part is, since GPT-5 is brand new, everyone is a beginner. The playing field is completely level right now. And so this is your chance to get ahead by learning this tool faster than anyone else and then monetizing that new skill. This simple idea of bridging the knowledge gap is the foundation for the 3 money-making methods we're about to cover. So let's dive into the first and most beginner-friendly one to start. Right, to kick things off, we're going to be starting with the easiest and most beginner-friendly way to make money with GPT-5, and this is going to require absolutely no coding whatsoever. Every time a new AI model like this comes out, millions of business owners have thought the exact same thought, like, What does this mean for me? Am I falling behind? How can I use this in my business? In fact, a recent study showed
How can I remove this bar?
that 70% of companies are struggling to give their teams the AI skills that they need to keep up and actually be useful in the workplace. These companies are desperate for help in trying to train up their workforce on these new tools like GPT-5. This massive confusion creates our first business opportunity and model, which is being an AI educator. Your job here is super simple. Just be their guide to understanding this new technology. You can do this in two simple ways, either by running live workshops for companies or by creating online courses for their teams on how to use things like GPT-5. I know it's
So I'll let him finish his point because there's still like 2-3 minutes left to this first method, but I feel like you have to be established in the AI space because a reputable company is not just going to hire you as an AI educator if you've never done it for other companies. So I don't know about this one.
thinking, like, teach a company. Like, I've just learned what GPT-5 is like 5 minutes ago. I'm not an expert. I'm not qualified to go and teach companies how to use this stuff. But the secret is this. You don't need to be. You just need to know more than they do. And right now, most businesses know absolutely nothing. You can wow them when they've
Yeah, once again, I mean, I'll let him finish his point.
very, very basic introduction to AI workshop and then some tutorials on how to use things like GPT-5 and some of the most common tasks that they have within their business. And businesses will pay for this because training up their existing workforce to be more productive is so much easier than trying to hire new people. So it's an absolute no-brainer for them right now is to be able to get more out of their current employees with AI. So here's a simple rundown of how you'd actually start this business. You would start off by finding high-quality YouTube videos which break down complex AI topics for beginners. For example, I have a video on this channel about AI agents, which is like an hour long. You then take that video, you get the transcript, and you use GPT-5 to turn it into a plan for an AI workshop. So it uses the information in that video to plan it.
Okay, that I actually really like. I might actually use that for content or for some assets in-house as well for my company, but that's actually pretty good. You can use that.
Out your workshop. So like people like myself have already done the work. We've already put it out there. You just need to reformat into a workshop or a course that you can sell to businesses. Then you can take this plan that GPT-5 made and then put it into something like Genspark, who has an incredible slideshow creation agent at the moment. And it'll be able to create the slideshow for you within a few minutes. Then with this workshop and slideshow prepped, you can start reaching out to people you know and ask if they know anyone who'd be interested in a free introductory workshop to AI for their business. So you're not asking the people that you know, you're asking them if they know anyone. So it's second degree connection, which is the most important part there. And once you've done your first one for free, then
That is a good way of networking, to be honest, is building a relationship with someone that they have connections, because you going out and building connections on your own, especially when you don't have authority, is quite complicated. For example, if you have a friend in real estate that's like a realtor and he's associated to a team, like let him know, hey, I got this thing, like I can help train your entire real estate team, maybe for free for a case study at first, so that after that you can market to other real estate teams. And then he gets you in the door, he gets you a meeting with the owner of the team, you get it done, you provide the value, you get a case study after a month, and boom, you go from there, versus going directly to the owner of the team. He's like, who the hell are you, right? But if you have that introductory person, it helps a lot. And I'm talking from experience, it helps a lot with client acquisition.
just repeat and refine your workshop until you're good enough to charge $1,000, $2,000, etc. They will let you know if they're happy, and if they are, then the next one you should be charging for. The key thing here is that you can seriously learn everything that you need to know from free videos right here on YouTube, and just package them and just reformat them into a simple presentation or a simple course on how to get the most out of ChatGPT 5 for your business. And you can very quickly become an expert when you are in the rooms with these kind of employees at companies. And like I said,
That's true. My main developer at my company, well, actually my partner at my company, Camille.ai, Jeremy, he learned everything and automation AI just by, number one, going through YouTube, but being involved in a bunch of these school communities, mostly paid, right? A bit more exclusive, but still, if you have $100, $200 a month to join like exclusive school communities on this stuff, highly recommend you do. And that's how you get into the top 1% of developers.
in the intro, all of this stuff isn't theory. I'm actually doing it at my agency, Morningside AI. We sell these workshops for $10,000 a piece. And I promise you that 95% of companies that we work with are completely clueless. And if you want a quick win, we find that throwing in an AI voice agent demo into these presentations really amazes them regardless of what company it is. So that's a little trick that you
That's true. If you have a really good AI voice demo, they love it.
can just insert into your workshops. And importantly, it's not just me doing this successfully. We have guys like Job Schuler, who's from my AAA Accelerator program, and he started by running basic ChatGPT workshops for Dutch companies. He's now made over 250,000 euros just by teaching what he's learned online and through programs like mine. Yes, you heard that right, 250,000 euros selling ChatGPT courses to Dutch businesses. I'll leave that one there.
That's pretty strong. That's really good.
Okay, so teaching is obviously a great place to start. For beginners, you just take that information on the internet and then sort of repackage it and sell it like that. But what if you want to do something with a bit more substance and be kind of like actually delivering solutions for businesses and helping them to implement AI and cross that knowledge gap in a more meaningful way? If you think about any small business right now, they are probably running their entire operation on a mess of spreadsheets and clunky old software. And what they would love, but they've never been able to afford or have the time to do, is a custom tool that makes their life easier. It pulls all of these clunky spreadsheets and systems together into something that looks beautiful and works great and takes hours and hours and hours off their work every week. Now, what if I told you that you could start solving these problems for them without ever having to write a single line of code or learning to code yourself? It might sound crazy, but people in my community are already doing it. Take Toby Fox Mason from my accelerator, for example. He's made $20,000 in the last month selling simple internal dashboards that he vibe codes for businesses. And no, he doesn't have any kind of coding background. We have guys like Noah Santoni, who charges an average of $15,000 for these simple apps that he creates, or MVPs as they're known. And these examples bring us to our second business model, which is becoming what I call a software composer. So your job isn't to build software necessarily, it's to describe it and to architect it. Thanks to GPT-5's new vibe coding ability, you can literally just tell the AI what you want and it will create the tool for you. You are the architect and GPT-5 is your 24/7 on-demand development team. You can start doing this right now today inside of the free version of ChatGPT.
Yeah, so actually this is something I've covered on the channel many times if you've been a subscriber. But basically you can use Claude to give you the code to build XYZ thing that you then plug into GPT-5. That's kind of the best right now to build apps, but you could use it in Lovable as well. And then you create an app like that. We actually have an app made exactly like that through Lovable, custom made for our company so that we have the dashboard of every single client and everything, and we give them access to it. So it's all super well structured. But yeah, that's definitely a really good thing to do.
It's perfect for small projects and tools that you want to whip up in a few minutes. Now at the moment, vibe coding within ChatGPT does have its limits. You're not going to build the next Facebook in there, but when you're ready for building bigger projects, you can graduate to professional tools like Cursor, which plugs GPT-5 directly into a code editor, giving you unlimited power so that you can build much more advanced and valuable projects. But the point here is that these tools are only going to keep getting better and better and better, and the barrier to entry of building these kind of internal tools and dashboards and softwares for businesses has never been lower. This is one of the most valuable skills that you can learn today, which is why I've created an entire 2.5-hour long beginner-friendly course on how to become a software composer if you have no technical background at all. And that video also includes a whole section on how to get your first client. That video is available for free here on YouTube, so I'll put it in the description below. Okay, and for our final method, let's talk about tackling the single biggest drain on a business. Repetitive, manual, and tedious work. For a long time now, the promise has been to use AI digital workers or agents to handle these kinds of tasks. But up until recently, these things have been a little bit overhyped. Like, they were often very unreliable, they made a lot of mistakes, and were actually quite difficult for beginners to build correctly. But the release of GPT-5 changes everything because it has this PhD level reasoning and is so much more reliable. The AI agents that you can create are now much more powerful and can handle more complex business tasks at a much more reliable rate. Because these agents are powered by GPT-5, which is a much smarter model, it's actually easier for a beginner to get great results with building these agents without the complex instructions that you used to have with previous models that weren't as smart. So this reveals our third business model, which is starting an AI automation agency. So your agency's job is simple: to find boring and repetitive tasks in businesses and set up a smart GPT-5 powered agent to handle them automatically. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Start an agency? That sounds way too technical for me, Liam. But here's the secret that's stopping so many people from getting into this enormous opportunity, which is that you don't need to know how to code. Thanks to simple drag and drop tools like N8N and VoiceFlow, building agents is like building with digital Legos. If you can map out a simple process on a whiteboard, then you can build an AI automation. So here's a simple plan to get your agency started. Firstly, of course, you need to get familiar with how to actually build no-code AI agents, and I've made a full 4-hour guide on that, which I'll be linking in the description below.
Bro, Liam has released so much valuable content. That's why he's the GOAT. I mean, of the AI space, like 622,000 subscribers for like such a boring business topic is crazy, but his content is so valuable, man. Hour-long videos, like that's more than a movie, literally.
You watch that and you've got your skills up, you can start reaching out to people you know, asking if they know anyone who'll be interested in free AI automations for their business. So again, same process. You ask all of the people that you know, your warm connections, if they know anyone. So you're looking for people in your second-degree connections who have businesses that you can help. Once you've found someone who's interested, you need to find a repetitive task within their business. Maybe they have a email form that you can convert into a chatbot on their website so that they can answer the same 10 questions over and over without having to do it manually each time. Then you can build a simple AI agent that can answer those questions on something like VoiceFlow. Then you can install it on their website for free and get your first case study. And then you can roll from there into paid projects. This is the exact model that I've used to build my own agency, Morningside AI, into a 7-figure business, despite having no background like many of you when I entered AI 2 years ago. Nowadays, we build much more advanced systems for some of the world's biggest brands, but it's taken a long time for us to get here. And once again, it's not just me doing this. We have guys like Nate Herc, who went through my AAA Accelerator program and started with zero technical background when he joined the program. Now he's literally one of the top AI automation experts on YouTube, making easily 6 figures a month from his businesses. And not too long ago, he started exactly where you are right now. As I said, I've put together a complete 4-hour course now to build and sell AI agents that's completely free right here on YouTube, so I'll link it in the description below. Alright, so there you have it. 3 simple, non-technical ways that you can use to start making money with GPT-5 right now. And I hope what you've taken away from this video is that AI is really for everyone. You don't need to know how to code, you don't need to have some fancy degree. Truth is that you can be scared by AI and you can just sit on the sidelines, or you can be like myself and people in my community and start taking action on it. Start learning it. I've given you all the resources that you need, and then start building a business with it. Use this opportunity to create the life you want. That is exactly what I've been able to do over the past 2.5 years, and I just want as many of you as possible to just take the first few steps, please, and the rest of the path will reveal itself. And you, Mr. Person who's still watching at the very end, you're going to make a lot of money because you're going to click here and take action right now on my AI Agents course, 4 hours full guide. But if you want to do not AI agents and you want to do the software composing or vibe coding and make money selling those kind of MVP dashboards and tools, you can click up here. Bam, bam. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel down below so that you can stay in the loop on how to...
Like, look at this. This is 4 hours and 1 hour is 54 minutes. This is 6 hours of content. Like, I'm telling you, if you're completely new to this space, and it would surprise me because why would you get my video recommended? But if you really want to become in the top, like 5% instantly in AI agents and AI service, AI agency, go through these 2 videos. Literally, it's the best investment you can do. If you do an hour a day, within 6 days, you're gonna be much ahead of everyone. There's a lot of tangible things that you can like practice as well that Liam shows. So I'd highly recommend you check that out. And yeah, this was a really solid video, 3 solid options. Liam always has a great way of just bringing the point across, telling you tangibly what to do. You know, the connection of a connection is a great way to get into business. The cold DM outreach, not as leveraged. Ads is good, but you need more capital up front, definitely. If you want me to make a video, by the way, on how to raise capital, then let me know in the comments down below. You can easily raise at least 100 grand. Being in the AI space right now, everyone's giving out money to AI entrepreneurs. So yeah, basically watch these 2 videos. Hope you enjoyed this until the end, and I'll see you in the next video.